Hello everyone, this is Cooking with Matthew. Today we're going to be doing a duck sweet potato brown rice soup. I've already got me some duck stock over here, which basically what I did is I got a duck and I cleaned it. I cleaned the breast off of it and I boiled the rest of the carcass and the leg quarters. That's where the meat's coming from. And right now I've got 13 cups of stocks, what I end up with right here. So I may not use all the stuff I have on this table. We're going to see. I've got measuring cup though. I think I only want to eat all my sweet potatoes. I cut up just prior to all this. I may end up using all this celery. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't use it all. The rabbits or chickens gonna have it. I'm going to say 1 cup of celery. That's just 1 whole onion. I'm just going to go ahead and put the whole, because I already got it wrote down. There ain't that much more celery. I've already got that wrote down. It's not really a whole lot more celery here. So I'm going to go ahead and throw all that celery in, which was like 3. That was 3 ribs of celery. Is what it was, and one regular onion, medium to large. I'm gonna go ahead and toss that in here. In my stock I got here, I've got it cranked up. So with that I got this ginger. Go ahead and throw my ginger in here. That's fresh ginger. You can use powdered ginger. I used 3 tablespoons of fresh ginger is what it ended up being. And this is, I'm not going to use all that garlic now. I'm just going to do, maybe I will. This is only going to be 2 tablespoons. It seemed like a lot, but it's really not. It's 2 tablespoons of fresh garlic, which was 6 cloves of garlic. What I put in there. I'm looking for some really good flavors in this. So next, I'm gonna go ahead and throw me some cumin off of here. I'm gonna do, I think 1 tablespoon should get it on that. This stuff's pretty stout. 1 tablespoon of cumin. Got me some fresh sage here. Gotta write it down. So it was one tablespoon cumin. So let's see what this ends up being. This is probably gonna be a tablespoon maybe. This stuff's trying to dry out on me. My fresh herbs are. Nothing's really doing too good in the garden this year. I probably should be doing a little better watering on it, but I got all these little critters. This duck today wasn't easy to clean, by the way. It's the first time I've cleaned, like the feathers wouldn't come out. Feathers just wouldn't come out. I'm sure everybody's going to buy one at the store if they want to do this recipe. So you want to get a large duck and take the breast off and just use the leg quarters. I'm going to do something with the breast in a different video. That was 1 tablespoon. I'm pretty good at eyeballing. 1 tablespoon fresh sage. Alright, so now I've got some thyme. The thyme's doing sort of the same thing. Usually I take the sticks off of this, but this stuff's so, I usually just pull the leaves off, but it's so thin that I believe I can chop it up because I'm trying to get as much as I can. The thyme didn't produce as good as I thought it would this year. The poor basil I kept clipping off of, so it lasted pretty good. I've made a few recipes off it. Looks like this is all the thyme I might get. Unless I put some of that rabbit manure around it or something and just gas it with water, hoping that maybe it may bring it back to life, or may start springing up more of it. But this plant ain't much bigger than it was when I got it from Piggly Wiggly, to be honest with you. It's just about the same size. Looking like we're gonna get about a tablespoon of fresh thyme out of this too. Yep. We're gonna do a tablespoon of fresh thyme here. Get a tablespoon of fresh thyme. I've got me a few cayenne peppers that I got off my plant. I'm going to put 3 small ones in this. It's going to have a little bit of a kick to it. You can omit this if you want. These was pretty small pods. They're not growing too good either. They're growing, but that was 3 small cayenne. Alright. And I got this right here. Hold on a second though. I got some little oranges. I'm going to put some zest in this, I believe. And I got these little mandarin oranges actually. I'm going to put a little bit of this in the soup. I'm just going to put the zest in it. I was to eat the fruits. I'm going to put 2 zest of mandarin oranges if I can find my zester. There it is. If you got a regular orange, you can just do 1. These are pretty small little oranges right here. So I'm going to put 2 of them in there. There's 1. And I would use, if you don't want to boil the duck and you just want to get some, I mean, you need to boil the duck to get the stock. And when I did the stock, I just put some celery scraps in it, 1 onion, and some carrots. That's all I did. I put a little bit of salt in it, not much. But you can just get the chicken. You want to get the chicken broth though. That's already made. You don't want to get the chicken base. It's going to throw off that taste. It's not going to give this fresh, clean, vibrant taste that we're looking for in this soup. The chicken base I consider it a little dirty. I mean, it's good in a pinch, but it's not the same as that the chicken broth that comes, that Swanson stuff that comes in the. I'm gonna try to get this thing coming to a rolling boil. I need it. I know the lid's bigger than it should be for it. I would like to jam. I'm not going to go jam all the sweet potatoes in there. I thought maybe I would. So if y'all didn't know, duck meat is red. I'm fixing to show y'all some that's raw. This is what I pulled off the bone, so it looks sort of like roast beef a little bit. I'm going to chop this up a little bit more. And I may not put the brown rice in, I don't know. It's looking like the pot's getting full. I may just use the sweet potatoes. That was a lot of meat off them leg quarters. It's gonna be a meal. I'll tell you exactly how much meat yielded off of that. After me, now some of it came off some other little parts of the carcass. That was almost 4 cups of meat right there. Throw that in there. So I'm gonna let this go. I won't get all the little vegetables soft. I want the duck to, I'm gonna go ahead and throw some of this in there. Go ahead and help this start seasoning it up. I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon of this. This is you can use kitchen bouquet. I like using the this stuff it's called Gravy Master. I need to put some salt in there too. I got some more. I'll probably use we'll do 1 tablespoon of kosher salt. Now it depends on what kind of broth you got. You know, I didn't put much salt in my broth when I did it. It depends on which broth you got. You got the low sodium or you got the regular. This should be like the regular, is what I feel like this would be like. This is duck stock versus chicken stock. Like I said, go ahead and put the rest of the little meat in there. So that kitchen boat or that Gravy Master is going to give this more of a brown color. This soup right here. Yeah, I'm probably not going to add the rice to it, so forgive me for. Sometimes I change stuff up. Like this stuff, I just sort of do. I do off the top of my head. This is really a freestyle videos I do. Let's see. Man, the broth, it's tasting good right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to a break. I'm going to let this go for about 10-15 minutes or so and we'll be back. Alright, so I'm back. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 cups of these sweet potatoes to it. This, and then that's going to be 2 many sweet potatoes in there. 2 good healthy cups. Half of one of these right here. And I may end up doing a little cup of rice or something in here too. Just to say I put it in there. That's what my original goal was. This brown rice I'm using. I'll add that at the end. How about that? That's overcooked by the time I do that. I'm gonna let sweet potatoes go. We'll be right back. Sweet potatoes probably 10 minutes. Let's see if I can put them. No, I'm not gonna put no rice in there. Just gonna leave that alone. This rice, I'm going to use it for something else anyway with that other piece of duck. So we're going to leave it alone. Hardly wants to put all the sweet potatoes in there though. Yeah, screw it. I'm going to put them all in there. They're going to start, they ain't going to hold up super great, I don't think. I've never put some potatoes in the soup. I went ahead and did the recipes what it's supposed to be. We'll be back. Alright guys, so we're back. Fixing to taste it. I just tried the, I just took one of the sweet potatoes out. It's good. It took about, I'm going to say 10 minutes maybe for it to get cooked. When I was cooking with a lid on. You want to keep all the liquid in there that we got. You don't want to evaporate all out. I'm just going to try the liquid a little bit, see what it tastes like. It's on point, guys. You don't get no better than that. But I think I might have found a Alright, so show what this looks like. I think I found a solution to my little problem I had. I'm not going to put the rice actually in the soup. what we're gonna do, we're gonna garnish this like you did with gumbo. Just gonna put me a scoop of rice right there in the middle. That helps the rice from not overcooking and stuff. So I'm gonna show y'all what we're looking like, and I'll give y'all the recipe. That's what we're looking like. It's a nice, beautiful soup. You just stir that around, and there we go. Voila! Got you some duck sweet potato rice, brown rice soup. It's good and healthy, man. I was going to show you a piece of that breast too, just to show y'all that it's red. Try to get all this little piece of duck, a little bit of the rice and everything in there. Stuff's crazy hot. That's an A1 meal right there. Anybody should be happy with that. I know people, get a little freaked out about duck. My dad didn't want to eat none of it. My cousin, he didn't want, because you can eat this stuff. You can eat this stuff rare, medium, like you would a steak. And them legs and stuff's really tough. And I was questioning whether this duck breast was going to be good. So they was like, you can see it's red. That's red meat right there, and it's a little tenderer than it was this morning. Stuff was pretty rough this morning. I had a couple. See, they wasn't as clean, so I got some of that off this morning. So I still got to get some of the feathers off, or I'm gonna take the skin off completely. I'm probably gonna just take the skin off completely. That's what I did with the rest of the body. The duck was quite a bit harder to get the feathers out of than a chicken. Chicken's nowhere near as bad. This duck skin's a lot thicker. I was able to pull it off pretty easy, like you would a rabbit or something when you're cleaning a rabbit. But I cooked seared some of my little cast iron this morning, the little scrap piece of the breast. I cooked it about medium, and it tastes like I blackened it. It tastes like a little. It tastes like some sirloin. What it tastes like to me. So I'm gonna do a video on that with that duck breast. I believe it's coming soon. It may come out before this one. I don't know, but I'm gonna do that tomorrow. And this soup turned out very well. I'm surprised on how good the flavors all just blended together well. Nothing really overpowered. Nothing. That cumin was perfect. The little bit of ginger was perfect. The garlic. It's just a really good soup. So we're gonna go with 3 tablespoons of fresh ginger. You can use powder if you want, but I'd cut it back to 2 tablespoons and then go from there. Sometimes the powder stuff the dry stuff can be a little bit stronger in ways. It's not as good. 6 garlic cloves. Now it was pretty big. It ended up being 2 tablespoons if you wanted to do 2 tablespoons. 3 medium sweet potatoes. That's what I ended up with. I ended up putting it all in there. 3 ribs of celery, 1 regular onion. It was a decent size onion. I'll show you what size it was. It's a normal onion to me, maybe large. 13 cups of stock. Now I made my own stock, but I didn't really season it up too heavy, so that way it would still be the same if you use chicken broth from the grocery store. Or you could use beef broth if you want to too, but I would use the broth instead of the cubes of the powder. 1 tablespoon of cumin, 1 tablespoon of fresh sage, 3 small cayenne peppers, 2 mandarin orange zest, 1 tablespoon of fresh thyme. I almost put one of them mandarin oranges in there, just chopped it up or squeezed the juice, and I think that it wouldn't hurt if you wanted to do one of them that way, juice one of them in there. But it's fine the way it is. I think it would have gave it a little extra flavor, a little extra character, but I'm happy with the way it turned out. But I don't think it would have hurt to put the juice of that in there. So I'm going to put this up as close as I can and see if you can read it. I got a chalkboard somewhere here, and I got chalk for it. I ain't been using it. Duck sweet rice soup. All right, here we go. Alright, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, and it should have been, maybe it should have been the healthy eats, but you know, I'm not trying to mess too much stuff up. It was cooking with Matthew today, and we'll, y'all have a blessed day, and until next time, if you like what you're seeing, like, share, and subscribe.